On a rainy afternoon in 1971, an unassuming man in a suit boarded a plane in Portland, Oregon, and vanished into the annals of American folklore. This is the story of D.B. Cooper, one of the most infamous and mysterious hijackers in history. The legend of D.B. Cooper has captivated the imagination of millions. Who was this man? What motivated his daring heist? And where did he go? Join us as we unravel the tale of the most audacious unsolved crime in American aviation history. November 24, 1971, the day before Thanksgiving. The atmosphere at Portland International Airport was bustling with holiday travelers, all eager to reunite with loved ones. Amidst the crowd, a man in his mid-40s, dressed in a nondescript business suit, white shirt, black tie, and a mother-of-pearl tie pin, stepped up to the Northwest Orient Airlines counter. He identified himself as Dan Cooper and purchased a one-way ticket on Flight 305 to Seattle, Washington, for $20. No one could have imagined that this ordinary transaction was the prelude to an extraordinary event. Taking seat 18C in the rear of the Boeing 727, Cooper seemed the picture of calm. He ordered a bourbon and soda, lit a cigarette, and quietly waited as the plane prepared for takeoff. Shortly after takeoff, at approximately 3 p.m., Cooper handed a note to flight attendant Florence Schaffner. Assuming it was just another businessman trying to flirt, she pocketed the note without reading it, but Cooper was persistent. "Miss, you'd better look at that note. I have a bomb." The note contained a chilling message. "I have a bomb in my briefcase. I will use it if necessary. I want you to sit next to me. You are being hijacked." Schaffner, in a state of shock, followed Cooper's instructions. Cooper opened the briefcase to reveal a jumble of wires, red sticks, and a battery convincing enough to make her believe the threat was real. What do you think motivated D.B. Cooper to carry out such a daring and audacious heist? Comment down below. Cooper demanded $200,000 in cash for parachutes and a fuel truck standing by in Seattle to refuel the plane for his escape. The pilot, William Scott, contacted Seattle-Tacoma Airport and informed authorities of the situation. The FBI scrambled to meet Cooper's demands, fearing for the lives of the 36 passengers on board. As the plane circled Puget Sound to buy time, passengers were told there was a minor mechanical issue, keeping the true nature of the situation under wraps. Ground crews worked feverishly to gather the ransom money, marking each bill's serial number. The parachutes, to regular and to reserve, were also hastily prepared. Despite the hijacking unfolding around them, the passengers remained blissfully unaware, reading books, chatting, and napping. Do you believe that Cooper had an escape plan from the very beginning? Or did he improvise during the hijacking? Comment down below. After several tense hours, the plane landed in Seattle. Cooper's demands were met. $200,000 in unmarked $20 bills, and 4 parachutes were delivered. True to his word, Cooper released the 36 passengers and some of the flight crew. With the ransom money and parachutes on board, Cooper instructed the remaining crew to take off and head towards Mexico City, with specific instructions to fly at a low altitude and speed. The pilot and crew complied, plotting a course that would take them south over the rugged terrain of the Pacific Northwest. Cooper's meticulous planning became evident as he issued precise instructions to the crew. How did the timing and execution of Cooper's escape impact the overall investigation and the effectiveness of the FBI's response? Comment down below. As the plane flew south, Cooper prepared for his daring escape. At approximately 8 p.m., somewhere between Seattle and Reno, he did the unthinkable. With the aft stairway lowered, Cooper leapt into the cold, dark night, never to be seen again. His fate remains one of the greatest mysteries in American history. The legend of D.B. Cooper didn't end with his daring jump. It was only the beginning. In the aftermath of the hijacking, an extensive manhunt and investigation unfolded, but the elusive hijacker left behind more questions than answers. The FBI launched one of the most extensive manhunts in history, scouring the dense forests of Washington and Oregon. They dubbed the case NORIAC, short for Northwest Hijacking. Despite their best efforts, no trace of Cooper or the ransom money was found. It seemed as though Cooper had vanished into thin air. One of the agents said this about Cooper: "We had hundreds of agents on the ground, dogs, helicopters, you name it. But it was like he disappeared without a trace." The search area was vast and rugged, covering dense forests and mountainous terrain. The difficulty of the search compounded the mystery of Cooper's disappearance. Do you think Cooper survived the jump? Comment down below. Over the years, tantalizing clues emerged. In 1980, a young boy discovered $5,800 in decaying $20 bills along the banks of the Columbia River, matching the serial numbers of the ransom money. The discovery sparked renewed interest in the case, but the trail quickly grew cold once more. Was it a sign that Cooper had perished, or a clever ruse to throw investigators off his trail? The discovery of the money raised more questions than it answered. It was a tantalizing clue, but without more evidence, it was impossible to draw definitive conclusions. But beyond this, solid leads were few and far between. Every promising tip seemed to lead to a dead end, and Cooper's true identity remained a mystery. Numerous suspects emerged over the years. Some believed Cooper didn't survive the jump, succumbing to the harsh wilderness. Others theorized he meticulously planned his escape and blended back into society. Richard Floyd McCoy, a Vietnam veteran and skydiver, was arrested for a similar hijacking just months later. Some believed he was Cooper, but evidence was inconclusive. Kenneth Christensen, a former paratrooper and Northwest Airlines employee, also fit the profile, but his connection remained speculative. McCoy's hijacking bore striking similarities to Cooper's, but the differences were significant enough to cast doubt on the theory that they were the same person. Despite the FBI officially closing the case in 2016, the legend of D.B. Cooper endures. Amateur sleuths and professional investigators alike continue to search for answers, drawn to the enigma of the only unsolved case of air piracy in commercial aviation history. Whether he perished in the jump or lived out his days in anonymity, D.B. Cooper remains a symbol of daring and mystery, a testament to the human fascination with the unknown. Cooper's story has permeated popular culture, inspiring countless books, movies, and TV shows. The daring hijacker's tale captures the imagination, embodying the allure of the unknown and the uncatchable. D.B. Cooper represents the ultimate mystery man. He's an enigma that challenges our understanding of crime, human ingenuity, and the limits of possibility. From Hollywood blockbusters to conspiracy theories on internet forums, the legend of D.B. Cooper continues to thrive. His story has become a part of American folklore, a tale of audacity and the enduring quest for answers. Have you watched any of Cooper's movies or series, or read a book? Comment down below. As we reflect on the mystery of D.B. Cooper, we're left with more questions than answers. His daring heist and subsequent disappearance continue to intrigue and inspire. Whether he met a tragic end or lived out his days in obscurity, D.B. Cooper's legend lives on. Perhaps one day, the truth will come to light. Until then, the legend of D.B. Cooper remains one of the most captivating unsolved mysteries in American history.